Hi, I'm Julie Skolnick. Welcome to the Gifted and Distractible vlog. I want to talk to you today about the spin cycle. And I'm not really talking about laundry, though the idea of the spin cycle where you keep spinning and you keep going, maybe you've heard about the hamster wheel that you keep running on, right? You're stuck. You're just stuck. If you're a 2E adult, maybe you're stuck because deadlines make you crazy. They make you freeze. You don't know what to do. It's not good enough. You have it in your head exactly how you want it to go. And that perfectionism gets inside your head and it's never going to be good enough to submit or turn in, and you miss deadlines. Maybe you get stuck overthinking everyday tasks. You're planning some event and you just are so in the weeds that you forget to back up and look at the whole picture or the forest. Or maybe in your social life, you feel like, oh, did I say that right? Did I say that wrong? Oh, I'm reading their face. Did I just insult them? Why did that make them feel, oh my gosh? And you just get into this spin cycle. Or maybe if you're a 2E parent, you're feeling like you're banging your head against the wall as you try to advocate for your beautiful, gifted, and distractible child that no one seems to understand, that everybody's expectations are either too high or too low, and your child's not getting the accommodations they need because people expect too much, or your child's not getting the enrichment they deserve because people are stuck in their learning difference. Maybe you are experiencing the spin cycle because you're just so frustrated by asking your child to do the same thing every single day. It gets old. Or maybe there's a power struggle you enter into every single time about every single thing. These spin cycles are so hard and so frustrating. So if you're a 2E teacher, maybe you're stuck in the shoulds. You know, this kid really should be able to. This kid should really stop. This kid really should, right? We think those words, those shoulds versus supports, right? And sometimes, like, parents of 2E kids are struggling with people who have expectations that are too high or too low, or they themselves have expectations that are too high or too low for their 2E kids. Like, why can you not brush your teeth? Okay, I jumped back into the parent realm there. But for teachers, maybe there's this focus on behavior. Until you get this behavior under control, you cannot do this cool thing. Well, I gotta say, guys, we gotta get out of the spin cycle. How do we get out of the spin cycle? So first of all, we have to recognize the spin cycle for what it is. We need to move through, rinse it off, get in that cozy, warm dryer. How do we get there? Okay, first of all, we have to recognize what's happening. We have to recognize in our bodies, right? How am I stressed? Are my shoulders up? Is my gut hurting? My neck is cricked. What is it that is happening for you, and physically what's happening for you? So take stock of that. Take stock of the facts. What's actually happening right now? Is this kiddo, or am I as a 2E adult flying off the handle because there's something that I am unable to control, or they're unable to control? What are the facts of the situation? And let me just breathe, and then let me clarify what my goal or my mission is as a parent, as a teacher, as a 2E adult. Let me try to get out of this amygdala space, out of my emotion brain, and into my prefrontal cortex, my thinking brain, so maybe I can actually decide what matters in this moment. And you know what? That's hard. So you might need to take a break. You might need to just get up and walk out the door, walk outside for a moment, just look at the big world and realize, okay, there's more to this day and this moment than the spin cycle that I'm in right now. So acknowledge, act, and then create a boundary for yourself. If you're not ready to address this, or if addressing this is really stressing you out, don't address it right at this moment if you can avoid it. And I know part of a spin cycle might be avoidance, and so I don't want to have a spin cycle within a spin cycle, but it's okay not to address something, especially when you are being ruled by your emotions. So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping you're able to acknowledge, identify when you're in a spin cycle. You're able to move through and into the next setting and maybe get into a nice, cozy, warm place like the dryer. But don't actually go into the dryer, but you know what I mean. Get to some place where it feels good for you and end the spin cycle.